G'day and welcome back to another DB Legends video. In this video we're going to take a look at how you can take on the Hyperdimensional co-op event in Dragon Ball Legends. Now Hyperdimensional co-op is obviously an event that comes around every now and then, and it's pretty much a really solid event in which you can earn 4th anniversary medals and of course also earn some pretty decent rewards from the event itself. Now it's very important to take note that the character bonuses are on the side here. These characters all do bonus battle damage. As always, for the video I'll be showing the advanced level of difficulty so that you can see what it's like to take on that level of difficulty, but I will not be doing the extreme level of difficulty. You can challenge that for yourselves, and I usually do it in a separate video. So Hyperdimensional Co-op is essentially a mode where you play with other players, and the goal is to take down a boss. There are pretty good rewards. A lot of them are cosmetic, but you can also pick up some multi-Z power, which is always awesome. And you can pick up summon tickets and chrono crystals. So there's a lot of good rewards that are tied to this. Not to mention also that there are some missions as well that you always want to complete. You get some titles for your profile, some chrono crystals as well, which is always great. And also right now for the anniversary, there's also some Legends limited tickets as well that are tied to this event. You need to basically do this event like 50 times, which it may seem like a lot, but in the time limit, it's around about 3 a day, and it doesn't take too long. Each attempt will only take you a couple minutes, as long as you obviously are using the best units you can and taking on the appropriate difficulty. Just to obviously mention, the event does drop Hoi-Poi coins, and the Hoi-Poi coins can obviously have their drop rate increased by having bonus characters in your party. This was something that was brought up as something we hoped they wouldn't do, but yes, so there is a way. There are some free-to-play options to increase your Hoi-Poi coins, but yeah, basically those coins can be exchanged for rewards as well. Now with Hyperdimensional Co-op, obviously it is just important to take note that you are more than welcome to take on any difficulty you want. There's no one that says you have to do the hardest difficulty. Your main goal in doing Hyperdimensional Co-op is to do the one that you can do and you can do consistently. You don't want to go on and take on the extreme difficulty, but you always getting dropped out of matches, or you are doing extreme difficulty, but it takes you, 5 or 6 minutes to clear a single run. It's pointless because you're going to burn out, and also you're just not going to enjoy it. So pick a difficulty that does apply to you. Make sure that you're choosing units that apply to the battle bonus categories, and try and make sure that overall you just have a good and fun time. The game mode I do quite enjoy. I actually think it's one of the better casual game modes in the game. I know it's all about speed for some people, but I do just find the game mode a nice change of pace. It's not taking on a super hard PvE event. It's not taking on someone else in PvP. But it's something that's quite enjoyable and a lot of fun to do. So for me, I do find it to be quite enjoyable and a lot of fun, and I hope you guys do as well. So yeah, but you can just enjoy it at your own pace. It's entirely up to you. So you just go ahead, enjoy it, and yeah, basically do whatever you want. But so we're going to take on the event, and I'll just talk you guys through some strategy in regards to the Hyperdimensional Co-op. But essentially, it's the same as every other Hyperdimensional Co-op. So if you are someone that's done it before, you should be well experienced in it. If you are someone new, I'll run you through some of the tips and tricks that you can use to make your Hyperdimensional Co-op time go a little bit faster, and to make sure that you don't screw up anything, or at least things don't go too badly. So the first one will be this, clashing with the boss. So obviously if you fire a strike attack at the same time as him, you'll clash, and then your opponent or yourself will have an opportunity to join in. Generally speaking, don't use ultimate attacks for this. Use strikes or blast cards because it's a lot better resource wise. Similarly, save ultimate attacks and main ability or main ability signature attacks for when the limit burst is down. You do more damage then during the DPS window. And then obviously you want to time your Rising Rush at the same time as your partner. You don't want to fire your Rising Rush at the different time to them. You want to fire it at the same time. It dramatically increases the damage. Just wait a little bit, like you see there. I kind of paused my actions. Just give yourself about 5 or 10 seconds. Generally, the other player will notice what you're doing, and you'll both be able to instantly like fire off your Rising Rush and do it at the same time. So just have a tiny bit of patience. You don't need to press the Rising Rush button as you get it. As long as you wait a 2 or 3 second delay, your ally will realize what you're doing. You'll both be able to realize what you're doing, and you'll be able to get things done, and you'll be able to do a lot of damage. So that's pretty much it. Another thing you can also do is just make sure that you switch in for your ally, as you saw my ally do there. Just switch in, help them evade damage. If you have a full vanish engage, switching in for your ally and then vanishing out of the attack will save them some damage and also reaps you some additional benefits. It increases your link percentage and also just gives you some overall buffs once you enter the DPS phase. So honestly speaking, that's pretty much it where it comes to hyperdimensional co-op. Obviously, at extreme difficulty, it applies a little bit more, but most people will have the optimized battle bonus characters at that stage, and so you shouldn't really have like a huge problem when you do that difficulty. Just make sure, obviously, that you're doing everything you can. And we have a little bit of lag to end off the fight here. Yeah, just be aware of all those things, and you'll be able to kind of finish everything up quite easily. Overall, I think, you know, the whole like event is obviously pretty straightforward. There's some pretty great rewards as always with hyperdimensional co-op, and most players shouldn't really have any issues. Just remember, you get Hoi-Poi coins from this event, so it's a great way to obviously get those to help with that campaign. But also there are some nice rewards from the actual hyperdimensional co-op rewards themselves. Chrono crystals, multi-Z power. There's a lot that you can earn, and it's pretty straightforward. But yeah, that's pretty much it with everything that you need to know about hyperdimensional co-op. As I mentioned before, just a quick note that you do want to make sure that obviously you are aware of the Legends Limited ticket missions. They are going to help you out, and also of the hyperdimensional co-op missions, because completing both of those is going to get you some pretty tasty rewards. And yeah, just take on the difficulty that's appropriate to you, and you'll have a good fun time. If you are struggling, try and see if you can find some friends to play with you. That always makes it a lot more fun, at least for myself, just grinding up some hyperdimensional co-op with friends. But that's going to be it from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like or leave a comment, and I'll try and reply back. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So until then, take care, stay safe. Sorry, just wanted to quickly mention the Hoi-Poi coins can be traded in here. You can obviously trade them in for some pretty good rewards. One of them being an equipment medal, which will help you with the upcoming anniversary raid. So try and make sure that you farm some Hoi-Poi coins. But yeah, that's going to be it from me, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care, stay safe, and bye.